All right, we're here with Alexander Lepera for the Vurt role-playing system, about to be being kickstarted right now, actually. So tell me, what is Vurt?
Well, Vurt is a science fiction fantasy setting. It's based on the novels of Jeff Noon, which are Vurt, Nymphomation, Pollen, Automated Alice, and Pixel Juice. Vurt was the Arthur C. Clarke award-winning novel, also the Joseph A. Campbell Award winner. It's on most lists of the best science fiction novels, and it's personally my favorite novel. We've been working very closely with Jeff Noon, the author, about adding new material, about making sure that we're sticking 100% to the story, and the setting itself is absolutely amazing. It's set a few decades into the future, and there's the real world, which is probably pretty recognizable as far as the regular cyberpunk tropes, although much more vivid and exciting. However, there's an added dream world that all of these people in the cyberpunk real world are able to access. And that dream world is actually real as well. The reason it's working so well with the cipher system in particular is because the way the novel is written and set up, there's something called an exchange rate. And so there are quite a few objects and details and ideas in the actual novels that have to do with a one-use item or something that you have that you can trade, much like the oddities, artifacts, and ciphers of the Monty Cook system. So when we were looking at all the different possible systems to have this game be run on, after approaching most people and looking around, it seemed right off the bat that Monty Cook system was the ideal one for this. It's also, the subject matter is a little more adult. This is not aimed towards children, but it is absolutely aimed towards the gamers who, to be quite honest, are tired of a lot of the other, the tropes and the other games out there. Obviously, Numenera is something that is unique. The Strange is something that is unique, and we wanted to be with those people.
Gotcha. So your video has some gorgeous art in it. Who is doing your art for this book?
Well, we have quite a few artists that we're working with from all over the globe, actually. Some of them are based here in the United States. We have other artists based in Australia, one in New Zealand, and even Poland. Artists like Philip Dudek, Amit Duda, Guilherme.
How long is your Kickstarter go until?
Oh, we have, our Kickstarter is running 42 days. We're a full day into it at the moment, and we're doing very well. We're very excited about it. Getting a lot of really interesting and fun feedback. A whole bunch of, I can't wait, I've been waiting for 15 years for this because the novel was released a while ago. And so far, again, I personally think that the artwork in the video is fantastic. We've gotten just the right artists for this, and they're also, a lot of them had read the novels as well, so they really had to have a good, solid understanding of the Vurt world, because this is cyberpunk, but it's unlike any other cyberpunk we've seen before. Again, much more vivid, much more brilliant, much more fun, maybe a little bit less dystopian and more dark utopian, I suppose. It's not depressing future, it's just unbelievably fast, wild, and exciting.
Gotcha. So what would you see a typical adventure in Vurt being? Like, what would the players do? How would it feel?
The adventure module is set in Manchester, just like the books. However, because we're expanding the world of Jeff Noon's novels, we're also going to be incorporating places outside of the original setting. So we'll be able to see what the Vurt world how that has affected Los Angeles, or how that has affected Rome, or Sao Paulo, or Berlin. All of these places that were not part of the original novels now are turning into these wonderfully weird, wild places the minute we start applying all of Jeff's wonderful material to these places. So perhaps one of the adventures that the players might go on might start in Manchester. It might start with perhaps looking for a particular person that has a particular bit of knowledge that they need to get and then traveling not only all over Manchester, but outside, perhaps to Berlin, perhaps to Sao Paulo, Brazil. All of these places are totally open to the players now, where they previously weren't. Again, following with the Cypher system, it's the same excitement, the same
we'll go on the other side of that.
genuine simplicity of the rules, but not of the Monte Cook system, but not being hindered at all.
Gotcha. Where can they find your Kickstarter?
Okay. Our Kickstarter right now, please search Vurt, V-U-R-T. It's on Kickstarter there, V-U-R-T. It's based on the novels of Jeff Noon. Like I said, we'll be running through September 10th of 2015, and we have a fantastic team in place. Absolutely, we've been working, I probably can't say that on camera, we've been working our butts off for the past almost full year, making sure that the material is set, lining up the right artists, making sure that the Kickstarter that we have set up has everything that we want in it, has all these wonderful backer rewards, and because we have stretch goals that start unlocking, especially as it gets more and more popular, we have stretch goals planned far into the future. So we have all the material that we need. Now it's just a question of getting the support from the players who are really going to love it and really enjoy it and really be passionate about the game.